And welcome to another edition of the Smoking Den. I'm your host for this evening, Smoky Dan, and tonight we're going to be reviewing a cigar that you've probably seen but probably never heard of. This is the Gispert Maduro Box Press Robusto. It's a 5x54. It is made by Altaldis, the same people that make Monte Cristo, Chapman, Romeo y Julieta. And this is a funny line. They only had two lines for the Gispert, the Maduro and the Natural. And most likely you will find them collecting bloom like this one has on the bottom shelf tucked away in the corner of your tobacconist humidor, because they're probably required by Altaldis to buy a couple boxes with their other Altaldis purchases. The question is are they any good? They've probably been there for 4 or 5 years, like I say, collecting bloom like this one has, because nobody really knows much about them. So without further ado,
hopefully we'll get on with the review.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Anonymous Cameraman has to say as I dig for my cutter and lighter. And here we go. Let's give it a more convincing cut than that. Wow. It's a dry cut. Mazel tov. It's a boy. The wrapper, it's pretty oily, and this has to be the, a little bit veiny, but this has to be the boxiest box press I think I've ever seen. I mean, look at these edges, could cut butter. I mean, it's truly 4 90-degree angles that I'm looking at here, with a handsome red band. Sort of a metallic, earthy taste on the first puff. A little bit of that metallic earthiness that's on the finish, but I also have some toasted nuts coming through in the front palate. But I'll tell you, this draw is really, really tough. So I'm going to just give it another cut here. Fortunately, this cap is pretty big, so I can take a nice chunk off. It's that metallic taste. I'm not liking this so far. I'm also starting to get a little bit of a tunnel, and that cut did not improve the draw much. So far, things are not shaping up to be very promising for this Gispert. I've smoked a couple in the past. It was a long time ago. I remember they were decent, but wow. Okay. Obviously, I have a few inches left to smoke. Hopefully, things will shape up here in the end. If not, I'm going to be one unhappy camper with this thing. So we'll see you in a couple of seconds on your YouTube screen with the verdict. And we're back for the verdict on this Gispert Robusto. And hate to say it, but it ain't gotten any better. And that's a cattail in front of the camera. First of all, and this just destroys the cigar right off the bat, it's like trying to drink a milkshake through a coffee stir. The draw is that bad. Now, I am actually going to give it one more, and I waited to do this until I was on camera again. Ash is nice. That's about the only nice thing about the cigar. But I'm going to give what's called a sideways or a Dickman cut. And that's when you take the cigar. If you have a bad draw, you take the cigar and you give it a sideways slant cut like that. and I cut all over myself, but sometimes you do that with a cut. But you just leave a little bit of the cap on here so that the cigar doesn't unravel. So let's see if this makes a difference. Nope, not much. It's official. The draw is terrible. And what little smoke there is in my mouth, it's just an alkaline, metallic, nasty. I mean, I've smoked machine-made cigars that actually taste better than this. That's how bad this thing is. I just wasted $4 of my money. Now I officially understand why these cigars are relegated to the, behind maybe the cabinet pillar or tucked away down where you don't see them in the commercial humidor. These things suck. This is a 1 out of 10. It is. The only good thing about it was a handsome ash. That's the only good thing I can say about a cigar. Altaldis, shame on you. Shame on you, shame on you. I'm not going to smoke, I'm not going to buy any new Altaldis cigar products for a very long time just because this cigar is so bad. Yuck. Anyway, as long as you're smoking something else, keep smoking something else, whatever you're smoking. This is your first time on this channel, please subscribe. Don't worry, most of the cigars we smoke are not that bad. But keep smoking over whatever you're smoking. We'll see you around for the next review.